In just 8 minutes, discover 10 eye-opening takeaways from Stephen Bartlett's talk with Dr. Courtney Conley on the fastest way to avoid dementia, why your shoes are destroying your spine, and how foot pain is wrecking your mental health. Takeaway 1. Walking helps avoid dementia. Dr. Courtney Conley shared that just by walking regularly, people can dramatically reduce their chances of developing dementia. She mentioned that walking 9,800 steps each day gives the best result, but even 4,000 steps a day provides around 50% of the benefit. It is one of the simplest ways to protect your brain as you age. You do not need fancy supplements or expensive therapies. Just use your feet and go for a walk. She explained that walking is not only about burning calories or keeping fit, it is a way to keep your brain healthy too. For example, an older adult who begins walking 20 to 30 minutes a day might cut their risk of memory loss and also feel more emotionally connected if they walk with friends. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 2, every extra step adds health value. Dr. Conley emphasized that small increases in daily movement can lead to big health improvements. For instance, walking just 500 more steps a day can reduce the risk of dying from heart problems by 7%. If you can add 1,000 more steps, your overall risk of dying from any cause goes down by 15%. She explained how a patient of hers who was depressed and inactive began with 5-minute walks and slowly regained confidence and strength. In her words, it is not the step count. It is the person behind the step count. For example, someone walking only 2,000 steps daily could just take one 10-minute walk more each day and start reversing years of physical and mental decline. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 3, strong feet support a longer life. According to Dr. Conley, the condition of your feet affects how long and how well you live. Weak or painful feet make it hard to move, and this leads to faster aging. She explained that your foot strength affects your balance, posture, and ability to walk or stand. And this becomes even more important as you grow older. People with chronic foot pain are more likely to stop moving, which causes other health problems. For example, a middle-aged person with weak feet might start avoiding stairs or long walks, which slowly leads to weight gain, joint stiffness, and mood issues. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 4, foot pain damages your mental health. Dr. Conley shared how foot pain does not just stay in the foot. It can take away your ability to walk, to hike, or even to get the mail, and this leads to frustration, sadness, and even depression. She talked about how she personally suffered from bunions, heel pain, and other foot problems, and that during those times, she ended up in very dark places emotionally. In her view, movement is survival. If you cannot move, you start to lose hope. For example, a person with ongoing heel pain might stop going out with friends, which leads to loneliness, weight gain, and anxiety, making their life worse in every way. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 5, good shoes can fix your posture. Dr. Conley strongly believes that most shoes are harming our feet. She explained that narrow shoes with heels or stiff soles stop the foot from moving naturally. This changes how we stand, walk, and even how our hips and back work. She said that the foot is supposed to be strong and flexible, but shoes that squeeze the toes or raise the heel change the shape of the foot and weaken its muscles. For example, wearing pointed dress shoes every day can cause the arches to collapse over time, which affects your knee and back alignment. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 6, kids' shoes are ruining their future. Dr. Conley said that around 70% of children are wearing shoes that are too narrow. This can lead to structural changes in the foot and lifelong problems. She pointed out that the widest part of the foot should be the toes, but most shoes are built the other way around. She said that if we fixed this problem early, she would be out of a job. For example, if a child wears tight shoes for years, their toes may start curling inward, and by adulthood, they could suffer from bunions, poor balance, or chronic foot pain. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 7, flat flexible shoes build foot strength. According to Dr. Conley, the ideal shoe should have a wide toe box, a flat sole with no heel lift, and should be thin and flexible. These types of shoes allow the foot muscles to work naturally and get stronger over time. She warned against shoes that feel good because of thick cushions, saying they reduce the foot's ability to feel the ground. For example, a person who wears thick cushioned sneakers every day may feel comfortable, but their feet become weaker, which leads to more injuries in the long run. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 8. Movement is key to emotional healing. Dr. Conley opened up about her own struggles with addiction and how movement became her lifeline. She said that during difficult times in her life, the one thing she could control was staying physically active. When foot pain took that away, it pushed her to find answers and help others. She explained that helping people walk again is not just about the body, but about saving lives. For example, a person dealing with emotional trauma might find that going for regular walks or runs gives them purpose, releases stress, and rebuilds self-worth. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 9. Falls in old age start with foot health. Dr. Conley explained that many falls in older adults are caused by weak or deformed feet. Conditions like bunions and hammer toes reduce balance and make people more likely to trip or fall. She explained that foot structure can reveal problems in the hips or posture that increase fall risk. For example, if someone starts to walk with their feet turned out due to pain or weakness, they may lose stability and not even realize it until they fall. She pointed out that improving foot strength and wearing better shoes can cut the chances of these injuries. Now let's move to the last takeaway. Takeaway 10. Injury prevention starts at your feet. Dr. Conley described how most injuries, from sprained ankles to back pain, start from weak or misaligned feet. The foot is the foundation, and if it is unstable, the rest of the body has to compensate. She compared it to trying to build a house on sand. She even said that overuse injuries in runners and athletes are rising because they focus on upper body or leg workouts, but ignore the foot. For example, a man who deadlifts and squats regularly, but never works on toe strength or ankle mobility could eventually develop knee or hip pain because the foot is not doing its job properly. Here is a brief introduction about Dr. Courtney Conley. Dr. Courtney Conley is a chiropractic physician specializing in foot and gait mechanics. She is the founder of Gait Happens, an online education company helping people from around the globe improve their foot function. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support this channel, hit the thanks button below. It really helps us keep going. If you enjoyed this summary, please leave a like and share it in your WhatsApp groups. To join discussion about this video, drop a comment below. And for more videos like this, hit the subscribe button below.